Blog Talk Radio. To another episode of Tula Tuesdays right here on Endie Fiya with your girl, Nakia. What's good, guys? Yo, this is becoming a habit, right? Like, I'll be gone for a minute, then I'll be back, then I'll be gone, then I'll be back, right? Right? I swear I miss you guys. Like, I'll be, for real, I'll be gone like a week, then I'll be back. Yeah? Y'all noticing a pattern? I know. I can't help her. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm here tonight. What you been up to? A lot? I know. It's been hectic around here. I swear, I can't keep, I can't get caught up at all. And I think that's a lot of my problem. Like, because I'm gone for so long, and then, we try to get caught up with everything, and then, I get a little setback, and then I try to get caught up again. And don't get me wrong, it's not me trying to get caught up alone. I have a lot of people working with me now trying to just get caught up, and then we have a setback again, and then we try to get caught up, and a lot of things we are pushing to the side. I'm having to turn a lot of offers down, a lot of opportunities down, tell people just flat out no, like I'm sorry, I can't do it, and a lot of opportunities a lot of avenues we want to take, and we can't. We got a detour, maybe 2022, but we can't do them because of all of my health problems. We just can't do them. But let me pause really quickly. On behalf of Endie Fiya and myself, we do want to offer our condolences to the family of Jamie Foxx and the passing of his sister, Deandra Dixon. She passed away on the 19th of October. It was announced on yesterday. We do not know the reason behind her death, but we do want to extend our sincerest condolences, again, on behalf of Endie Fiya, to the family of Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx, and your family, you are in our thoughts and prayers. While I'm right here, I do want to offer my condolences to my own family. We did bury one of our loved ones, one of the oldest members of remaining living members of our families. She passed away on the 17th of October. We laid her to rest on yesterday. She was 94 years old. And I got a lot of people asking, how are you doing, and how's your family doing? And, with my family, death is it's a time where, I don't remember the exact words that I did tell this one young man, but it's a moment, for us for reflection, and, a moment for rejoicing, a moment, for relaxation. A lot of us haven't seen each other, since earlier this year. We haven't been able to see each other. We've had travel, restrictions, and a lot of older members haven't been able to travel. We haven't been able to travel to them because of, pre-existing health conditions, and not wanting to, bring anything towards them or whatever. But it worked out very well yesterday. We were able to see a lot of our family, traveling to them, and so. But it just gave us the opportunity just to be able to just sit for a while and talk to them, and reminisce and reflect, and just have a good time. And you may have seen me, be comical just about certain things that, we experienced yesterday. The fact that, with COVID going on, a lot of funeral homes are telling, our families are being advised by the funeral homes, it's very quick services, you're not sitting in churches and, you're not holding, the services are not being held long, and, you're not holding like the service before, the night before, like what's it called, the wake, and you're not holding like the repast afterwards or whatever, and so, but you know how ethnic families are, you're gonna feed, you know what I'm saying, and so, so people were like dropping by my grandmother's house and they were bringing like all this food or whatever, and so, people were picking and choosing because people want to make food, and with COVID going on, you really you got to be picking and choosing about what you want brought into your house. And so, a lot of that was if you're going to bring food, please make sure that it's store bought and it's wrapped up or covered up or whatever. But us younger kids, anyway, y'all want to hear the stories? We'll talk about it. Call me. We'll talk about it and discuss it. We had quite the conversations about the food that was brought in. And I'll leave it at that right there. I do want to say that as we enter towards the end of the year, we have the 2 months that remain in the year. We are coming up on the 3rd annual Endie Fiya Radio Awards show. Yes, and as we discussed in the past couple of episodes, we talked about how this year we are allowing our listening audience, our fans, our followers, our supporters to be able to not nominate, all right, but to cast their votes on who they feel our best female R&B winner should be, who our best female hip-hop winner should be, who our best male R&B winner should be, and so on and so on and so on. And so we actually pushed the dates back. The dates were going to open up on November the 2nd, November 1st, and run until December the 2nd. We pushed the dates back, actually, because, the award ceremony is not until the last Saturday in January. And so we've actually pushed the dates back just a little bit, so the dates will not open up until the end of November. There we go. They open up the end of November. All right. So, but we do have nominations. All right. So we're actually going to announce some nominations tonight. All right. So I'm super excited about that. I'm excited because this year, being the 3rd year, we're actually going to, like I said, allow the listening audience to have some say this year. It's not about the judges, not that the judges will not, have a little bit of say this year, but our listening audience who, they make up, I would say 85% of who listens to the show, not just the judges. And so they're going to have some say this year and who our winners will be for the 3rd annual Endie Fiya Radio Awards show. Further ado, because my mouth is tired, let me tell you guys very quickly. Today I sat in this presentation, and I'm going to have to sit in it for the remaining days of this week. And I talked about how I was talking to coworkers about how I can't stand presenters who they get, on the Zoom call and they talk like this, right? So they're like, so today we're going to talk about, I'm just going to read my notes. Right? Today we're going to talk about, remember one thing, how you thought how, and so what, like their mouth is all right. So they have candy in their mouth, or they have gum in their mouth, or like their one word that keeps them on track is the word right. So like every 4 words is right? And so it doesn't matter that right doesn't go where it, they interject it. It's just like so and so and so. Like, however, I'm going to say this right here, right? And so, and the next thing that I'm going to say, right, is this right here, right? And so I'm so confused throughout the whole presentation because every 4 words is right, or she's sucking this candy in her mouth, or she's clicking her tongue, and it was horrible. It was horrible. Yeah. So I'm going to try not to do that tonight. My word is right? Look, I'm saying right. All right. So anyway, my guest tonight, I'm super excited to have him back. I'm always excited to have, repeat offenders back up in here. But this guest tonight, you know what? It says a lot when you have someone who is so excited about their interview that they promote their interview, because, that's one of the categories, most promoted interview, right? But when you have someone that they talk about their interview like the entire year, like that's all they talk about is their interview on Endie Fiya. That says a lot for the show. That says a lot for me as a host. That really encourages me. But when they were on the show last year and they're still talking about their interview, and when they were on the show, earlier this year and they're still talking about their interview, but when they incorporate it in their bio, it just says a lot for me as a host. It says a lot. And I don't know, this young man, he's very special to me. I think if I was still with Metal to Music Records, he would have been an artist that we would have signed last year for a developmental deal, and then we would have put him on the roster. He would have been one of those artists that we would have watched his growth, and his growth has been phenomenal. And that's what we talked about all this year, well, since the pandemic, is growth and how artists have used this downtime to expand themselves as an individual, how they've used this time to expand their, creative side, how they've used this time to, just whether it be the lyrical side of them, whether they learned a new skill, whether they're now producing as well, whether, one time they might have been just writing for themselves, but now they're, ghostwriting as well. However they use the time to find growth in themselves, not only as, an individual, but as an artist, that's what this time has been all about. And this young man, we've seen it. We've just seen it in him. I don't want to go through his bio word for word. I want him to just talk about just what this period of downtime has done for him, how it has been so beneficial for him. I'm talking about, and I want to welcome back lyricist Brendon James. The guy, you know him. He's quick-witted. He has somewhat of a comical style, but I think when he gets on the mic, he rips it apart, He has sort of a complex background, as a youth. And, I feel like even though I met him last year, I feel like him coming to Endie Fiya and telling his story, I feel like I've known him for years, and just being able to just watch him grow as a young man and watch him grow as an artist has just been amazing. He has a consistent work ethic, and it is noticeable in just what he has been able to accomplish in this past year. And when we talk about someone who, when someone says last year he was up for most entertaining interview, and it was rightfully deserved because, we had a very comical interview last year. I didn't know what was going to come out of his mouth next, But when he came back in June, I saw an artist who developed mentally, That comical side was still there. The edgy side of him was still there, but he developed mentally as a young man and as an artist. And that was also displayed in what he did with his music this year. Someone who has garnered over 1 million streams on Spotify, right? We have a lot of, mainstream artists that aren't, at that level. I can say that. I watch numbers, And so, and a lot of our indie artists that have been a while, they've been out for a while that aren't looking at numbers like that. So I don't know what he's been doing other than pissing people off, because he's all about the beef. He's all about the diss tracks, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's what it is that is making people run, to listen to his music, to see what it is that, he's all about. But I just want to know, what differently did you do from this time last year? Because it was October 24th when you were here for the first time. What different did you do from last year to right now to say, I had 1 million streams? Oh, is that what it was?
I got a job. That's as simple as I was broke last year. I was broke last year, just rapping with a chip on my shoulder. So I started funding shit.
Ah, okay, all right. So let's back up then. Let's back up. So this time last year, you was broke. You couldn't really put, and that is important too. That is important too. You know, we always hear people say, you know, in order to make money, you got to spend money. So here's a prime example. So what did you do?
Oh yeah. I flipped. I want to say like I flipped like $40 in March. So that was in March. I got my royalty check from that in June for like May or June for like $360. That was my first royalty check of the year. That was I spent $40. I kept flipping every paycheck. Well, not every paycheck. I had to save, of course, but I had to keep like flooding with content. I had to use the stuff I saved up to start funding campaigns and such.
Now let's not. I don't want to get it. I don't want to make anyone. I don't want the light to go off in anyone's head, because you know people can buy streams.
Yeah.
You know, people can buy likes, people can buy followers, people can do all of this now. Now you're not doing any of that, right?
I run campaigns like share campaigns, stuff like that. Like what's it called? Yeah, buying followers is another thing. Like, you can probably be caught by followers and buying streams. Like, that's like you like they don't really do anything to you. Like, the followers, they're all like bots. You can tell because like it's just by usernames. They're usually a bunch like from like one country, like a bunch like Indian. I'm trying to be racist, but like that's usually how it is, especially on Instagram.
Okay. All right. So let's back up. Right now, I think I don't want to name any songs. Well, I do. Somewhere in VA seems to be one of my favorites. I know you're from Virginia.
Yeah.
What went into the creative process of making that track?
I knew I needed a single out this year, and I wanted people to know I still had it because I got hired in January or whatever, but I still had some stuff from like December. I'm not sure when I wrote that. I had to check my notes or whatever, but I knew I had to drop something very soon, and I was gonna make that like I guess the debut. That was on my first project. I think it was on my second one. But I was just trying to test myself. I realized I was back in my zone. I was trying to just really push my pen. So I just put that out and tried to float on it. That was one of my favorite Jay-Z beats as well. So like not somewhere in America. I guess I'm somewhere in VA doing something. Because somewhere in VA there's a bunch of just a lot of stuff going on in VA just somewhere.
And has that been your? I got tongue-tied there for a minute. Has that been your best streaming track yet?
I have a few songs. Honestly, that one, my first two singles have 100K streams, and I think I have a few other ones that are kind of like up there. But like, I don't try to focus on singles. I don't even like releasing singles. I release a single if I need some content out, but I just like dropping a whole album. I'm not really with the whole like drop a single to push a project. That's just what I was taught, studying game. But I just like flooding with albums because they're easier to make and they're faster to make.
All right, so in June, I don't remember. In June, were you? How many albums have you put out in June?
I didn't drop anything in June. I think let me see. So February, March. I want to say like 6 or 7, but to like June. June was the only month I didn't release anything. I didn't release anything in September. I put out a single in September, no albums. January, I wasn't really writing anything at the time. But from February up to like May, I applied pressure. I was averaging about 2-3 projects a month until like May, and then I took some time off. But I had projects that didn't come out, but I had still material for them. I still had the files and stuff like that. That I didn't drop one of them until like July, and then I had 2 projects. It was King of All Rappers, which came out on 4th of July, and then I had a concept mixtape called Death of the SoundCloud Rapper. Now, that one didn't come out, but a lot of the songs I had for it came out on a whole new project that I wrote new material for called Back to My Roots. And I guess that's kind of like it's a little bit similar, but not as like jokey or whatever. It's more of like me going back to like the early like 2000s stuff I grew up off of. So it's more like my raw. I'm just in my element on that track. A lot of old school beats, stuff like that. And because I had a lot of lines in there, that's kind of like I'm not dissing anybody on that. I didn't diss anybody on that track. I'm just talking generally. Just kind of just what's the word? Not subliminal, because I'm not talking to anybody directly, but like this like indirect punchlines basically. But they're funny, like they're almost OP. And one of my lines, I repeat this a lot of times because it applies to anywhere. I really said because I wanted to say it's like an argument because this is what dudes be doing online, trying to like threaten you. You got guns, you still a bitch though. Like that's true though. Like guns don't scare me. I love writing that line. I had so much confidence writing that line because it flows so perfectly. I might have said a shot in that one thing, and then I guess that line was applied to a lot of people, but no one like personally. But that line could work for anybody. It's funny. Like that's what we be doing. We showing her like playing some like little herbo or something like that on like their story with some weed and toting their guns. I'm mobile with who wanted all this shit. Like I don't care, bro. That shit don't scare me. That doesn't. I'm not gonna snitch on you, but you soft.
That's funny though. You said you didn't diss nobody. I fail to believe that.
I haven't dissed anybody since June. I've been good this year.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I've only dissed maybe 2 people this whole year. No, 3. Yeah, 3.
Okay, so it is now. We might as well say November. So from January to November, how many albums have you put out?
It would have been 10 today, but I pushed it back on accident. But it should drop this weekend. But yeah, 10 projects. I want to end with 12 at least, 15 if I have time.
So by the end of the year, 12, possibly 15.
It might. If this one drops to be 10, I will drop 15 probably December. But I think this is my 10 when it comes out this weekend. I'll tell you about it in a second. We discussed this like a long time ago. The 2 I'm trying to drop, I need money for because I gotta get the beats for them and stuff. But like, it's worth it. One of them's a little short than the other, but like they're both big projects. And then after that, I want to kind of take the time I still have to work on my debut project for 2021. But like, I have a lot of beats I haven't run over yet. I just want to get over with for like put a bunch of EPs out. Not even working a whole album. Just a bunch of EPs. I just want to get out of my system or something because I got a lot of beats I have to rhyme over, and they're just sitting in my iCloud that I haven't used yet.
So Brendon, what are you trying to prove? Like, why so much music?
I'm trying to outwork. I'm not trying to prove shit. I'm just trying to rest peacefully this year. Because it's funny. Well, I said a few things. Some things just didn't age well for the past 2 years. That's all I'm going to say. Things have not aged well. Not with me, just with haters.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to jump into the first track. I thought we was about to just hold conversation for tonight, but I forgot I got music. So I want to jump into the first track that we have. It's Never Safe. Which project is this off of?
It's a single, but it will be out soon. I want to say I might put it out for my project for next year. I'll get in that in a second. Oh, before we talk of that, hey, if y'all listening, shout out to Java Lord. He made the visual for that shit. If you know, you know. But yeah, I'm getting visuals now and shit. I'm gonna have artwork for all that shit too. My boy Jordan, he will be on one of the projects once I get the beat for it. He is tuned in right now. He just asked me for a shout out, as if I didn't forget. I just spammed a bunch of like people that listening, whatever. They said, "I got you." I believe him. I'm not listening right now, but yeah, I'm doing features here too. I haven't done one yet, but this will be my first local feature.
Okay. All right, so you want to talk about Never Safe?
Oh yeah.
Upcoming project?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna drop it. I dropped the single. The single is out. I'm going to put on my project Year of the Dragon in January. I'm not sure what the date is for it. I'm still working on it. But
January 15th.
The song is called Demon Mode, by the way, because that was what I was in. It was a pre-written verse from like a while ago that I couldn't use certain beats.
Hold up, wait. I got my notes, remember? I got my notes. That's
yeah.
right. Demon Mode. Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm tuned in now. Tune in. We got a release date on that also. That's January 15th, 2020. That's Nakia's birthday. Yes, Demon Mode.
Oh yeah, Capricorn season. I know like 3 people with the same birthday.
That's right. And then we always have a what's it called? Oh, that's the birthday show. So we gotta release it on the birthday show. So yeah, no doubt. Go ahead and write that down. Put that in your notes.
I'll drop something in January if it's not my big project.
Yeah. So this is an upcoming release, guys. We're gonna give it to you. This is now officially. Is it Demon Mode?
The Demon Mode is the single that is out. Yeah, that is out on platform, Spotify, all that shit. Yeah, the single is out. The project's not.
All right, here we go, guys. Brendon James.
Niggas hated me back then, they hate me now. She ain't changed. Let's go. Went through the worst, but I prayed for better. Could've been peacefully resting. If it's war, fuck peaceful. I'm spazzing. If you talk to me, please be respectful. I wanna compete with whoever. Now I want a piece of whoever. If you want war, please bring a pencil. Then you get physical and wrestle. I'll do you bad, bro. And dirty deeds like the Ambrose. Fuck these SoundCloud rappers. I can't stand y'all. You're always biting shit. I was in the hallways, never writing shit. Get my name in your mouth. Kinda like your girl, but it's my cock in it. I heard you be gossiping. That's some homo, still in the closet shit. I'm a soul collector, not the Jordans, but I have fresh kicks. My faves are the Gatorade 6s, the Barclays when he played for the 76ers. There's methods to my madness. You couldn't learn, these TJX 6'd it. That's why I eat for dinner. I had Kobe, not the Lakers legend. Even though the company you keep, nothing but snakes and scammers with a sprained ankle. I still make the basket. From out of state, it's still VA I'm repping. I'm hungrier than ever. I need a napkin, not for table manners. I just want MC to snack on. My nickname's be Fazzo, but I feel like be Rabbit with my 16-karat necklace. If I went to the NFL, my team would be the Falcons. Anthony, I be macking. Lando Lakes, I flow like butter. I'm at 50 bars, but trust me, that's nothing. I can make this longer. I grind spring through summer. In the winter, I'm a soldier. Playing force to make a quick bucky, and I'm watching my stock raise. I don't kiss ass, won't puff my lips. Isn't hockey. I know niggas that stole my money, so their bills got paid. But karma's a hard pill to swallow, and it will fuck you. It's Bill Cosby. If you did me wrong, it still fuck you. You're saying you will harm me. That's real funny. If we end up meeting up, we will heat you up like we're grilling. I'll be hiding in the gilly. I promise I ain't missing. I will snipe you from a distance. Your brother wants redemption, but he not winning. I'll finish him off with sympathy at all. I will not wince once. I won't wipe my face from crying. Mr. Blader's buddy is getting rinsed off. I hurt his feelings. He be online trying to flirt with women, getting curves and send them unsolicited dick pics. It's very sickening. I got dirty mixed with Henny. I wrote this verse in 15 minutes. Still wearing Thrasher shirts and it's 2020 and dance for a little dirt making thrillers. Get off your ass and get busy. Work some hours. Trying to take my shine, but it's golden hour. Piss on your grave. That's a golden shower. My mind's in a glitch. This isn't a game. Not gonna patch it. I know you're sour. You want smoke? I'm the plug. Give you hits to the face. I'm going to socket. See your bones turn to powder. Roll the 2 mil. I'm at a quarter now, bitch. Know what I mean? I want 4 fucking rings this year, baby. I want LeBron shit. Let's go.
Hey, if you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl Nakia and my repeat guest, Brendon James, Virginia Lyricist and Wordsmith. That right there was Demon Mode. You got a caller. You taking callers tonight, Brendon? I always got to ask my guests.
How many? I've one.
Sometimes they don't want to talk to people. Sometimes they don't want to talk to people, so I got to ask my guests, if they want to be talking. They local? You think they local?
I know they're local. I just sent out a bunch of shares so they can tune in.
But they area code not local to you, though, so they not local.
It's probably Philly or Pennsylvania. Let them talk. I know who it is.
Nah, they not.
Florida?
Yeah.
Let him in. Let him again. Let him in.
All right, I will let him in. I don't want no shit now. You're live on Endie Fiya with Nakia and Brendon James. Who's on the line? They scared.
Hello?
They scared. Hello?
Hello? Jordan, that's you.
Yeah, it's me.
That's gotta be Jordan. What's the word, buddy? He wanted a shout out.
He was like, hello.
I didn't know who was on. I was confused.
Well, you're on now. I was thinking it was Java Lord.
Oh, my bad. Because, normally I do say the area code. So, yeah, area code 240. You're live.
Yeah, that's me. What is it? I'm not from the area code. That's just my phone number.
He's from
PA.
I
got you.
Fun fact, we just met not even 4 weeks ago at a cookout.
Yeah.
So who we got on the line? What's your name?
My name is Jordan. I'm 15. I live on the same block as Brendon. And for anybody else who's listening, I just want to say don't sleep on him. He's going to be next up. He's going to treat his family right. He's going to get there.
Yes, sir. Not me. Us. Not just us.
Yes, sir.
No, he really lives right across from me.
That's what's up.
We doing my
and what
artwork
do you
in the next
do?
few projects.
I just go to school.
You just started out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 15. He's 15 going on 16. His birthday is a week from mine too, which is also crazy. But he raps just like me. I'm trying to get him in the booth.
That's what's up.
Dessert.
All right, so we trying to hear you come up, all right?
All right.
Trying to get him a job soon.
You got my number.
I know I ain't got the number. All right, you stay tuned, all right?
Will do.
Have a good night.
You too.
Wait, is anyone else on the line besides me? Is anyone else?
No, not yet.
Damn.
They
better be tuning in. They will tune in soon.
Don't worry. I'll let you know. All right, so since the last time you were on the show and putting out, all this, crazy music, I've had the opportunity just to go and listen to a lot of your music because, I know that just being nominated for the most entertaining interview last year, people spit a lot of good game. They talk about what they want to do. To me, it's a lot of noise unless they can back up what they say they're going to do. People tell me that, next year I'm going to be in the, the Artist of the Year category, or, next year I'm going to be in the Best Male Hip-Hop category, you know what I'm saying? But unless they back up what they talk, it just talk is cheap, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like you were gunning for particular categories this year by putting out so much music. Any particular categories that you are vying for this year?
Honestly, I will take anything, but the ones I feel like will apply to me up my alley is a repeat of entertaining interview. I'll take a nomination. The goal is a win, but I will settle for a nomination, kind of. Verse of the year or album of the year. One of the three. There's any other ones that might apply to me, I'll take it. But I want to up my chances. I want to come on with at least one win because it'll be real satisfying to have that big old plaque in my room. I feel like if I don't my goal was to hit 1 million this year, and I hit that, and so I'm going for 2. If I don't hit 2, if I win that plaque from y'all, I will be perfectly happy.
Okay. I don't know if you got the opportunity to read your bio when it's put out for syndication for the show. But we did want to and I said I wasn't going to read the bio in its entirety. I was going to shoot through bits and pieces of the bio. But I did want to say that Brendon has most definitely put in work this past year, and we are proud to officially announce that he has been nominated in multiple categories for the 2021 Endie Fiya Radio Awards show. I cannot give out those categories because we have not officially announced nominations, but I do know off the top of my head that he's in 4 categories this year.
You said I'm in 4?
4. 4.
Let's go.
The come up.
Oh,
that's
boy.
the come up from last year, right? That's the come up.
I like that. I like those odds. I like that. I can't. Don't leak anything yet. Surprise me. I can't wait.
It's the come up from last year now. That's huge.
That's
huge.
probably the best news I've gotten like all day / week. Like
that's
Bird
huge.
was fine, but like this, I like that.
That's huge. Yeah. All right. So I know that you said that you got a job. You work like 6 days a week now. So when do you
something like that? This
week
I am. On average, it's like 4 to 5, but if it's like 6, they really need extra help.
Well, when do you have time to like get in the studio and do anything?
I have to make time. Like, it's weird, man. It's like, cause funny, only a few people at my job know that I rap. It's weird, but like, usually like when I get off work, I try to find time. It really depends, because sometimes I'll be in a really big zone and I'll like write in my head at work and I'll put on like a sticky note and come home. But like, I have to really push myself, because I try not to like procrastinate, because I have to realize there's a lot that goes into like making my projects. Because like, I can hear it be like, yo, I want to spaz on it. I'm like, oh wait, I gotta get my verse done first. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to force my verse, because again, I don't rush anything. I don't feel pressure when I write, but I take a lot of time to construct. Like, you can tell, like, these complex rhymes don't come out that way all the time. Sometimes the scheme would just be so perfect, but like, I would try to make these complex as hell. Like, for myself, I always try to push my pen, but like, yeah, the recording. Then I have to record all that stuff. I'm done recording. I gotta submit to stores, all that shit. It's not too bad, but like, it's just like, you can have the blueprint for some. You gotta like put it into fruition yourself, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man, they working me to death here. For being honest.
So it takes a lot, and that right there is a perfect example for an aspiring artist, having to have the motivation and the perseverance and the consistency, you know, with your work ethic, to be able to maintain an outside job and then work your career as an artist, to be able to push like, you know, an artist like Brendon does. I want to jump into your next track, Strongest Survive. Talk about that a little bit. What went into the creative process for writing that? It's
for next year's project. And it was inspired. It's a free verse over it's called You Can't Live, whatever. So it was one of my favorite verses of all time. Conway rapped over it like 2 years ago off his Reject on Steroids, and so that was like, before I came back to rapping again 2 years ago, that was like one of those blueprints for me. Like, yo, I'm gonna be doing this again pretty soon. You know what I mean? And so Conway's kind of been one of my biggest inspirations, and I try to mimic, not exactly mimic, but like, he's kind of who gets me in my zone or whatever. Like, I try to flow just as hard as he does. And so I called it Strongest Survive because, like, I guess the project's called Year of the Dragon. And if me being the dragon, Godzilla, I'm put against a bunch of other, like, you know, threats, quote unquote. Only the strongest will survive. And that verse, I'm kind of like, I'm probably really just in overpower mode on this. You'll see why, because a lot of the lines I was talking about on Back to My Roots, like, you know, you got a gun, you still a bitch, stuff like that line. I have stuff on this track. I'll tell you one of my favorite ones that, like, when it comes on, but they're way more like, will cut to the bone, if that makes sense. You'll hear because I was really like floating on that. I might get a visual for my boy Java Lord. I'm about to have to make a bunch of visuals. My boy Java Lord, he's not from Virginia. I discovered him from someone else from Virginia, and so he has a cult following kind of like I do. He doesn't rap like me. He's not like lyrical and like that, but like he has really good messages in his music. It's like I can't really explain. His vision is weird too. He's artistic and really weird at the same time. I'm not trying to like make fun of him, but like I kind of get it. Like, and his visuals are like amazing, and he does like a lot of video game effects and stuff like that, like nostalgic stuff. And so one of my visuals for Demon Mode, he had a Tekken visual for it. And I'm going to have to do a lot of visuals for my upcoming projects, and this is going to be one of them probably.
All right. We'll jump into the Strongest Survive.
Niggas not safe this year. Not one bit. Hey, yo, get bold with me. No, really, who wants to smoke with me? I like you know Brendon, that boy's mental was so twisted. I got old school instrumentals, and I go mental with no pencil. Used to be homeless, didn't know I'd be living. Couldn't afford shit on the dollar menu. I was really struggling, nobody tried to help me. I'm not wealthy, but my dilemma is I can never pick what closet to put on my kicks at. Never had to take cold showers and be so chilly. See, your hands had no feeling. Back then I was ugly. Those girls won't kiss me. So now I'm heartless with no feelings. Niggas won't ride die for you. They won't even. Make sure if you're starving, give you a loaf, maybe a boneless chicken. Probably homo. Can't be my wingman. Chase hoes with me. In the kitchen, they won't even kill a roach with me. Sure as hell ask for 100 in all 20s to spend on drugs and other dumb shit. I'm the GOAT. I told you off rip. Dudes always got something to say, but not in my face. I will make them all pay. Karma's a bitch. Like let her off release and watch how things come full circle. Like the pupil you see reality with. It's time to give rappers a reality check. Stop talking about the cars you probably don't have. Guns you probably won't lift, so quit flexing. Thinking you're a badass. You cap more than Chris Evans. So you pull up and find where I live. Like it's a threat. You should pull up your bank account. Figure out how you're in debt. You need to start saving. You try to roast. Claim up like Sid the Sloth. And my neck is froze, so I guess I'm really in the ice age. Where you sit the snow, lots of cocaine, having violent seizures. Do I get better? That's how wine ages. If I don't get album of the year, that'll be outrageous. Dudes rap so outdated. I kept the passion that y'all keep chasing. Either you foul, it'll be flagrant. I smell blood in the water. I'm about to bathe in it. Girl likes my smell and the fragrance. I try to show love. They don't appreciate it. They'll get on the period if I say they're trash and think I want to hate on them. They're bitches. That's how their pops raised them. Mistakes, that's what God made them. Cool, you got a couple thousand on SoundCloud. Still getting paid way less than other platforms. Your career is dead. Drop an F in the chat room. They sneak this. They will never tag you. Now listen to teachers on online classrooms learning equations and William Shakespeare. Y'all can't fuck with me. That was made clear, but it seems they can't hear. I'm the only dude in VA put out 12 projects. No co-sign or sponsor the same year. The talent for y'all just ain't there. On shoes you can't wear. On paper, we can't compare. It ain't fair. About to hit 2 million. I bet they're scared. I'm Godzilla. I spit flames to tame my anger. You're not worried to breathe air. Send a shot. Please dare. You will be in danger. About to go on a kill streak. Drop a nuclear. These dudes are weird. Trying to be Juice WRLD. Pop Smoke. A lack of originality entirely. In my DMs, tell me they want some feedback. I took a little peep and I heard awful things. Probably popped a little Xan and told lies on the beat. Sent them to the sky. My superstar was skyrocketing. I don't get confused. I'm not Hollywood yet. It seems like I'm always talked about despite not saying shit. I want to show off my accomplishments and milestones that I've hit. I celebrate with cinnamon toast and a model giving me head. I'm carrying my team. The Ops got a 40-point deficit. They're not catching up. I don't drink soda, but I know the 7-Up. Try to throw a punch, I will never flinch. You sweet as Jello or jam and Nutella. I smell a lot of envy. They're jealous of my intellect and the effort I put in to perfect my craft. Reach legend stats. You don't want it with me. Next time I won't tell you again. I'm about to go to hell for my sins. Put nails in your head, you can cross me like Iverson. I'm not a king, I'm a god. Do not forget, you are not the best. Spun more lies than a spider, trying to design a web. You get caught in them, like a fish inside a net, with the jaws of a great white shark. I'll strike you with a lightning rod, like I'm Thor. You belong in Zeus, all that monkey biz. I'm the alpha amongst these monsters. You're bugging if you think otherwise. You can challenge it. You'll be surprised when I'm off your head. I wear the flyest shit. My mantra though, camouflage phone pauses. They're waterproof. I won't cry for you, but I ball out. I bleed for the art of this. One disc will be stretched and the chalk on the ground. You bark more than growl. And you won't let your jaws bite down. Your face a palm until you're red as your girl blushing. She's blushing now. You wouldn't be shit if your mom had a one-night stand with Odell and then it flush you down. I'm in my zone, I'm feeling comfortable. I need a nice warm towel. I give you poison on my verses. I'll force you to swallow it down. I set the bar like Anthony, rapping for straight 8 hours. I ball like Carl in all towns. The journey is long. I won't stop climbing now. Where I'm trying to make it is the cream like yo plate. Eating this for a low rage. You working at a low rate and no labels when I locate you. I'm trying to get even like 2, 4, 6, 8. Killing shit that ain't you. Only thing you kill is time and it's still wasted. You're just lazy, waking up broke, living with both parents. Your life's pathetic. Thinking someone will repair it. Next time somebody gets on Twitter showing the money they made off dealing, I'ma kill the parrot. I'm the best and I'm still a parent.
strongest to survive. You're just tuning in your live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl Nakia and my very special guest, lyricist and wordsmith, Brendon James. You know, normally when I hear a lengthy track, I expect, or I won't say expect, I'm used to Brendon firing off at someone more on the comical side. I'm not used to lyrics that have a more, I won't say more serious tone, but more, I could relate. I'll say I could relate more to this track than what I've heard in the past. I could actually sit and I wasn't like, oh no, he didn't. Oh, I could actually just sit there and listen to it, and I like that. And I have a 15-year-old who is producing beats, and he has a very, I guess I want eclectic sound, maybe. He
acoustic or like
eclectic.
Oh,
that's the only way that I can describe it.
I might know he's a smart.
Yeah, he's yet finding himself, but he posts his music on Bandcamp, I think it is.
I wanted to start there at some point. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he has a small following. I mean, like small, like 5. But these same people, buy his music. They like his music. They must be weirdos, but they like his music. And of course,
if he's getting money, that's all that matters. No matter how much it is.
Yeah. And so,
for a 15-year-old, that's good.
Yeah, and so, but he's just finding his style.
Mm-hmm.
But there were certain sounds. I can't even say like chords, but just certain sounds that I heard that just reminded me of him. So I had to just sit there and just be mellow as I listened to that. But it was, and I'll have to go back and listen to it, which is normally what I do. It takes me several times to really grasp a track. But that was different for me. For Brendon James, that was different for me.
There's a lot of overhead lines in that, but the line I was talking about, let me see. It was like a build up. I said, bitch, that's what their pops raised them. Mistakes what God made them. So I mean, that's messed up. But in the SoundCloud one, that was kind of indirect. But the one that one of my favorites was your career is dead. Drop an S in the chat room. That's like a gamer inside joke. I love that one. They sneak this, they will never tag you. That's real shit. They be online during Zoom calls and shit. Can't be me. Got my GED 2 years ago. One semester in college, I'm not doing no online school. Nope.
So what's next for you? I mean, besides this possible release this weekend, and then the next project and the next project and the next project, what's next though? Are we just music, or are we looking at doing anything else? Do we have merchandise coming out? I mean,
shit, I might have to invest in that, but I want to do features with like a few people. Like I have this big idea. Like I have a really big collab I have in mind with some local like heavy hitters. And I have to really save up for that project because, well, 2 of the people I'm working with, their budget is just fine. They're like $200 a piece. And my homie who I'm trying to get on there, not Jordan, but another homie, Trillis, I've talked about him before. I don't know his price. We're really cool though. He never told me his price though. I want to estimate like $300, which is not bad, but like, I mean, he's the one I'm probably gonna save up most for. He might give me a discount because we're close, but yeah, I'm trying to do a big old like. Big Sean had a huge cipher like on this project, whatever. So it's gonna be kind of like that, but it's not. I guess it's a cipher. I don't really know. We're kind of figure out the blueprint because he's down with it. The dude I'm trying to work with, I don't know if they're down with it yet or whatever. But I just know their prices, so I mean they'll work with it because I'm not trying to do the project and have them just half-ass it because I'm trying to do this for the whole culture. Like And the thing is, they all have bigger followings than me, like locally. But I feel like if I'm on that track, they have the bigger followings, I'm going to be the underdog on that track. And they can hold their own. Everybody on it can hold their own. But at the same time, like, I'm not trying to go like 16 apiece. Casey, my boy Trilla's talking about maybe like 32 bars apiece, which is fine because I'm going to make every bar count. But, like, I don't mind like a 7-8 minute long track of all of it just spitting. But, like, if that's the case, I'm probably going to it's probably going to come so natural. I'll just have to go off on that. But, yeah, big VA, like, the local heavy hitter cipher type thing for the culture. That's the goal. That's like the big thing. I might do it. I want to say next year. I'm not really forcing it, but you know. And there's a nerd dude who's gonna be on there, but he hasn't been active lately. But we'll see. I'll bring it on the show.
And I know traveling is right now.
In times like these.
Yeah, right. But have you considered just, you know, stepping out of your comfort zone to expand?
Now I have a job. No, but like, of course I want to travel, but not while I got to get money from the job to travel. I got to give like a week notice. I got to save the money so I don't go broke while I'm traveling. You know what I mean? But one of our local artists, Sneeze, he's one of the big. He's not from Virginia Beach. He's from Richmond, and he's younger than me. He's 18. He's also an Aquarius as well, but he has a cosign from Mad Skills, Pusha T, and I forget who else. At only 18, he got this a little bit sooner though. But so he moved out to LA like a few months ago. Like live his like he's really like he's already kind of on though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's really weird. He's super underground. He's like me, but I can't really explain it. But like he's intimidating in a really friendly way. Like he's cool as hell too. But like. He's I would not send a shot to. Not just I respect him, but like, yo, he can freestyle like a motherfucker. His freestyle game is ridiculous. You have to see it. I want to see if I can get him on the show sometime. But like, reach out to him if you want to. But his IG is Sneeze Blesses You. But he's ridiculous. Like, oh my god, I almost did a project with him like a few months ago. I was talking to his manager about it when I had a bunch of money, but I didn't get the chance to respond because I said I'd be right back or whatever. But we never finished it, and so I gotta save back up now. But maybe like a single or a project. I want to do a project, but at the same time, he lives in a whole different state as me. So having to do sessions is going to be like a pain in the ass, you know what I mean? It's like a huge budget. But, you know, when we're both on at some point, that'll definitely happen. I consider him like, I call him Sneeze Nash. He kind of looks like a blonde Steve Nash. And he's in LA now. So, I mean, he's about to get a record deal soon. Love to see it.
Okay. Well, Dal, I want to jump into this last. We still have high school memories that we got to jump into. Now, is this out or is this future as well?
No, I'm hoping to drop this year. Like once I got all the beats done and stuff like that, my producer. Like this is the one I'm trying to drop this year. This is one of them. I'm trying to drop 2 more this year, like 2 more series I've been actually taking my time to work on. One of them is a little bit shorter, but High School Memories is a sequel to Middle School Memories. I dropped that last year before I came on the show. I was coming off 2 products, my first appearance on this show, and it was Middle School Memories. So this is like the big sequel coming of age, but it's going to be a bit deeper than that one. And the one I have another one coming out before this. It's called Remnants. It's going to be like an 8-song EP. That one is more like elementary school type based. Like this is like fall. I get a lot of like nostalgic vibes or whatever, and that's kind of when I was writing it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's gonna like transition to one another because they're both like really interesting times in my life. But High School Memories is probably gonna be like I want to make like 13 songs long. I have a few songs done for it, so yeah, it's like 25% done. But it's just I want to make this intro.
I feel it. I like that. Elementary, middle school, high school. I like that.
Yeah, middle school dropped first, though, even though that doesn't work in life. It's elementary school, middle school, you know what I mean? But Middle School Memories dropped first last year.
All right, well, this is High School Memories sequel.
High School Memories, class of 2018. I know the story. Or maybe y'all don't. Let's get it fucking poppin'. Started with a dime or a penny, wasn't always the freshest. Dropped out and still got accepted to college for a semester. They mentioned me despite my absence. I lost potential in all my classes. Could have applied and passed them. It's okay, cause now I'm applying pressure. These dudes' rhymes are whack. They should write them better. Fuck Mr. Hamilton and his dislikes for black kids. I was sleeping in lectures. We have predators. Seniors dating freshmen. For COVID started spreading, they already had the sickness. But I'm off that. Back to my mission. It's not class to listen to. It's simple, yo. It really takes no effort. They hate and spit on you, cause they ain't doing better. Then they try to mimic you, but they can't do it better. Wanna inflict pain on you. They don't want no attention. I'm Darth Vader to you rebels. The way I'm stacking bundles, it's Sudoku. The numbers leave you puzzled, cause you make no money. I place them on your temple, split it like a stripper's legs, so she can pay her rent. I'm just trying to piss off my haters that doubt it. The fan base that surrounds me. I got payments from my album, from plays I'm getting monthly. All facts from the top, like before you taste the Snapple. When I get paid, it seemed baffling. They asked how I did it. I said I found a way, no Josh or Drake. As you can see, I'm way too clever. Anytime I make a banger, you praise from a fan, it makes me happy. I'm not a gangster or a coward. It's a painter with a passion. If there's altercation, our brain is full of Mac lips. I empty from a pencil. You can get the AK or the Gatlin. Either way, I'll fill your head with lead and pick it. I'm gunning for the fences. I create so much damage that it's hard to cover the expenses. 2015, I was in another bag back then. Now they wonder how his last name's James. He's in his third prime, making magic. You had a first rhyme. I was gonna snap on this. I hear y'all, and I start to laugh again. So make y'all never rap again? Like a fool Louis C.K. and rape the beat. I got a curse mind, crazy C with Megan schemes. I make my money do flips. And the punches I spit. What's the bar? Raise it please. I'll exceed it. Send it straight to space. You wouldn't gain my strength if you train for weeks. You'll die in time. I'll age like Steve Rogers. If it's numbers we talking, in the paint, I'ma keep balling. I'm making them sick, it's great. Please vomit. I'm in love with the hate. Keep solving. Your girl's a sucker for me. She needs garlic. I'ma take over the company. I'll Steve Jobs it. If it's WWE, I'm Steve Austin. You're gonna keep jobbing. I see no threats at all. If there was, I was looking for a target. For Pembroke Mall got remodeled.
Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Jerusalem from the Scarfella Music Group, and you on the air with the hottest station, Endie Fiya. With your host, Lil Timmy and Nakia, right here on the station bringing you all the hottest hip hop hits. Endie Fiya. Let's get it.
If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl Nakia and my very special guest, Brendon James. Yo, I think I heard that song before. And I try not to listen to music until I...
Yeah, I posted, like, I think the snippet of it on my page. A lot of it's posted on my page already, usually. So, I mean, probably did. It was just official. It's not really out on platforms yet. But, yeah, you probably heard the audio already. Or do you mean the beat?
Yeah, I had to. Because I'll be listening to music when artists be posting it. Yeah, because the part about Steve Jobs, yeah, I'm like, well, wait a minute. I heard that. I know that. Yeah, what? Yeah, I like that. I don't run across too much that I don't have to say that I don't like. I've heard people, Brendon has a style that you have to be. First of all, you have to be a lover of all types of music. You have to understand the difference between, a rapper, a hip-hop artist, a lyricist, a person who is able to just a freestyle artist, a person who is able to allow words to just spew from their mouth and make them you be able to make some type of understanding for what they just say, how it came from their mouth, how you interpret what they said, how it, what it means to you and what it means to you, how it means to them. The interpretation can go one of many different ways, and not everyone's going to like his style of music. He's an artist that his music does have to grow on you. But I think the number of streams that he has does a lot for him as an artist. And he's someone who his style of music has grown on me. From day one, his personality makes him as an artist as well. And so we love Brendon around here, as a young man and as an artist as well. We look forward to seeing what he puts out the remainder of the year. We look forward to seeing how his nominations go as well, as we announce the nominees for the 3rd Annual Endie Fiya Radio Awards Show, which again will drop the end of November. Again, guys, you do have the opportunity to make a break. I'll say our guest this year. It's not left up to our judges this year. There are 5 categories that will our judges will have to say, and I think 3 that will be left up to me, and then all the remaining categories, the listening audience. Guys, that's all up to you this year. I'm so excited to have you all be a part of the 3rd Annual Endie Fiya Radio Awards Show this year. I want to say thank you, Brendon, for joining me this evening. It's always a pleasure to have you here with me here on the show. I'm going to go ahead and open the floor up to you so that you can get all of your contact information out now for those that are listening live, for those who may come back and listen to one of the many playback shows. The floor is now yours. For those who are interested in, jumping on a feature, getting Brendon on a feature, you want to slide in some beats, you want to purchase music, for whatever the reason may be. Y'all want to, merch. He needs merch. He does. Whatever the reason may be that you want to contact him. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Floor is now yours.
Instagram, b.fazzo, B.FAZZO 757. Brendon James on all platforms. If you want to send me beats, I have 2 emails actually. One, it doesn't really matter which one you send them to, but the one email I get everything from, like just ads, stuff like that, just random. So you get an email, you know what I mean? Buddenstand, BUDDENSTAN 757 at gmail.com. Also, Brendon AJ 757 at iCloud.com. So either one is fine. But yeah, send me some beat packs, man. I just need some more taste, you know what I mean? If you're charged, I'll pay for them, depending on what the price is, you know what I mean, just to help us both out. But yeah, holler at me. And it's not a Brendon James interview. It might be going off for 100 bars. Is that right?
Yeah.
Do we have time? I want to make sure, because I was slaving this verse.
Yes, guys, as always. Yes. Hold on. Give me just a moment. Make sure that you're right back here on Thursday. What is Thursday? The 29th? Yes, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be here with Chicago rapper and songwriter Jay Murder from the Vision and Vitality Entertainment camp, and then back here on. You heard of him?
That sounds very familiar. I don't know why it sounds familiar. Let me see.
It's a lot of Jay Murders. It's a lot of Jay Murders. Trust me.
Is he a battler?
I don't know about that.
All right, that's the Jay I'm familiar with.
I don't know. I don't know about this one, but it's a lot of Jay Murders. But this one is from Chicago. He's at guys, Vision of Vitality Entertainment, Saint, Easy, 222 Unique. All of them. So he'll be here on Thursday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's 5:30 Central Standard Time on Thursday the 29th, and then back here on Monday. What is Monday? The 1st? Yeah, the 2nd?
Monday's the 1st. No, Sunday is the 1st. Yeah, Halloween's on Saturday.
On Monday. Yeah, Monday is the 2nd, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Monday Morning Motivation with Caso Moore on My Struggle is My Strength. And then don't forget, guys, Tuesday is Election Day if you have not already voted. So your last day to early vote is on October 31st. So if you don't make your early voting, make sure that you are at the polls on Tuesday, the 3rd of November to vote. All right? I'm turning it over to you.
Wait. You can vote on Election Day? Just want to make sure.
You better vote on election day.
I want to. I'm trying to think. That's what I'm saying. Like, I need time.
Hell yeah. Nigga, the polls open at 6:30 a.m. Yes. Be there. If you don't early vote, be there. Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, 100 bars. I'm not going to say too much. I'm just going to say I won verse of the year this year. So I hope this ups my chances. But there you go. It was never about trying to get rich. I used to clown for SoundCloud stats. Wasn't getting royalties or employment checks. I had no problem taking the throne in this local scene. It's more than poetry. It's more like my sole relief. In high school, girls wouldn't notice me. Now they have kids working for the lowest wage. I'm not throwing shade, but it's the life they live. Old friends went ghost on me. We'll run with the likes on the pics. No need for a nosebleed. I could write this in my head. Simply freestyle. 2020 has been wild. Hit a mill on Spotify. The job's not done yet. I clutch it like Rondo. Switch the shit from deep. When I was studying for your English finals, your seat warmer than Danny Green sitting on the sidelines in the finals. Niggas like Papa John's. I want a slice show down the middle like a pie chart. Who's your 5 top list? If it's not me as number 1, it's a typo. People think my chances are pretty slim. I was even with them because I like my odds, though. I'm certain we're not the same at all. I'm about to leave this earth. I'll be on Venus or Mars. I send a greeting card. It's diverse. It's going to be 2 more rings for sure, or even an award. Family grieving hard. You want to take a shot? It matters even worse. Go ahead. Please try it. Be deceased and gone. Am I your league? Probably. That's that dope shit. Hit the blunt, you'll be tripping off it. You want to throw hands? My best advice I can give to you, let's not get physical. If I bitch you don't, it won't be MLB, bro. Listen, 3 strikes is sleep tight. You won't be your revive. I'll do you dirty, you'll need tied. I will level you to your knee high. Wake up in the hospital. You try to pay the bill for injuries, your car gets declined. You'll meet God. So in a way, you'll be high. They like multisyllabics, but you can't structure a scheme right. Better take notes from me, boy. This ain't the Bronx. I know dudes will spin your block like a B-boy. I don't have kids. Rappers beneath soil like seeds, boy. If we're being real, I'm the reason they were conceived, boy. Are you allowed to breathe, boy? Life's a bitch, but you don't belong to the streets, boy. You can go ahead and try to win, but concede, boy. It's the BFA, double Z, boy. I'm about to go viral. World War Z, or airborne disease, boy. I don't drink Lipton. I got the shit down to a T, boy. Free off drinking bleach, boy. 7-5 is my city. Seed on the bling, boy. From king to a god. I feel like the almighty machine, boy. Quit rap. Get a job. They're hiring on Indeed, boy. It's kids nowadays stay inside all day. I'm from the days I'm doing backwards off the swings, boy. I'm counting my chips. Hit the bank and then I dip. The way I rap has the extra sauce with it. Habanero. No Tyler Hero, but it's that heat, boy. If it's beef, I'm not doing over IG, boy. I got a dub. I'm going for another one. Had to conquer and divide, boy. I'm not old enough to drink, boy. I still go to concerts. What ID, boy. I can tell a lot of y'all did not struggle. Go wealthy household. Mom brought home $700 a week, boy. We couldn't keep our water on. I had to clean myself in the sink, boy. Armpits, everything in between, boy. I'm done ranting. Let me calm that side of me. Year the Dragon marked the date. January 28th is all I got to say. It's the album you to nominate before I find a rapper to annihilate. For those that didn't know, he didn't give me the win last year. Let's be honest. I give him benefit of the doubt. He must have did a line that day, so that's why I'm trying to lace the venom every line I say. That's why I came on here, just to take the spot. If there's any sense of listeners, anytime a guest appears, it's not for the faint of heart. I was never raised on a forum, but I'm sleeping on competition. Call me the faint goat. Again, nominate me for that. I'll take it. I'll get the dub. I'll be back in February. I'll go for a 4-peat. I will be back.
All right, guys, you heard it. Until Thursday. Have a good night.
Yo.